Good morning, everyone. Hello, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 137, and we're finally back to the beach. It's a pretty mild morning down here. The sun's just coming up over the buildings and the trees, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Looks like the waves have calmed down since the storm. Good morning, KB. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, Faye. Thanks for joining me live this morning. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Yvette. Hi, Lily. If you're joining me live, please say hello and let me know what you're crafting on this morning. I brought 2 projects with me today and was feeling pretty optimistic about starting a third. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, Leanne. I am happy to be back to the beach. Good morning, Mary. I've missed it. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Jeanette from Toronto. Hi, Yana. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Danielle. Thank you all for joining. Kimberly's working on a ripple stitch throw. That's great. Hi, Cebu. So in a second here, I'll start showing you what I'm working on this morning. Good morning, Amarioti. I hope I said that close. And just looking to see where my end of row is here so I can do my decreases properly. Ah, 1 stitch shy. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Leah is working. Good morning, Annie. Leah's working on orchids. That sounds lovely. I love orchids. I don't have a green thumb, but I do love it anyway. Good morning, Andrea from Minnesota. Good morning, Jude. Good morning, Bianca. Oh, it must be early in San Diego. Thanks for waking up so early. Thank you, Amarioti. Where's my flower clip? The crochet one, I don't remember where I put it. Bianca's asking how the birthday celebration was. It was great. Marlon picked a nice restaurant and we had a beautiful dinner. It was really nice. And what else? I don't know, we had some good conversations, had a nice talk when we got home last night too. All around good birthday. I am very proud of him, Leanne. Thank you. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Sandra. I posted some reminders on Instagram and Facebook this morning. Hopefully that helped for people to come over to the live. Good morning, Ruthie. Thanks, Annie. Thank you, Jude. So, it sounds like we have quite a few people crafting this morning and just joining here too. Do I have kits for these earrings? No, I don't have kits for them, but I can share with you. I can't remember if on the pattern page it says where to buy everything, but all of the pieces that you need for these are in Amazon, and that's where I bought them. KB said there's people going to the wrong one. Okay. Interesting. I guess we'll have to get to the bottom of another YouTube mystery. Sandra's going yarn shopping today. That sounds fun. So all of the things that you need to make these, I bought on Amazon. So if those links aren't on the pattern page, I can add them. Pretty simple stuff. I think that's what you're talking about. Good morning, Thea. If that's not what you're talking about, please clarify that. Kimberly's making pet gifts. That sounds fun. That sounds cool, Leah. Show other people all your tips and tricks for orchids. Hi, Grace. Thanks for joining live. Yana's going to make some gift boxes and bows. That sounds nice. Faye had problems this morning too. Shoot. Hi, Dadu from Algeria. Thanks for joining. All right, I'm going to finish this round here and show you what I'm working on. I'm making progress on my knit cardigan. I'm working on the first of the 2 sleeves. So making quite a bit of progress on the sleeve. I'm not sure if it's long enough yet. When deciding these things, you have to keep in mind the blocked gauge, not what it actually looks like. So once it's blocked out, this might be getting really close to the length I want it to be. I'll have to take a closer look at home when I can lay it down and measure it. So I'm going to set this down now because I believe I'm getting close, and then it'll be to bind off that one and start the second sleeve. Yay! So excited about that. So that's the knit cardigan on US 6 or 4 millimeter circulars with Be So Fresh, my linen sport weight yarn. It is coming along really pretty. I'm very happy with the lace yoke and the solid body. I think it's going to be gorgeous. So I made some progress on my first modesty cover yesterday, and this is it. Let's see, am I showing you the right side? This is the right side. This is a shell stitch that has a post stitch in the center of the shells. Don't know if that's going to show up on camera, but it's not very see-through, and it'll be something that you attach to your bra at the bottom center down here, and then you'll attach the other 2 pieces to your bra straps up here. So I've got to block this one and see how big it is. I have a feeling that I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger than this still, because I wanted to start here and come up to there. So if it starts here, it's got maybe another inch to go. But what's so cool about these patterns that's going to make it easy for everyone to customize, because obviously everyone needs a different width and a different height. So in the pattern, I'll be teaching you for all of these how to do the increase rows and then how to do the straight rows within the same pattern. And what's so cool about that is not only will you be able to learn increases and working straight within any of these patterns, the knit ones or the crochet ones, but once you understand how to do that with the pattern, what does this also remind you of? Raglan shaping for a top, raglan shaping for a sleeve. So once you understand how to do shaping and working straight in a pattern, there's all sorts of different shapes you could do. Also, a triangular shawl. So I think it's going to be a really fun educational series of learning these crochet stitches, because once you learn how to do these increases and working straight in pattern, and that will apply to not only the knit and crochet modesty covers, but it'll be like doing a practice run in a small project to then learn these skills for larger projects. So pretty exciting, huh? Thea can't pick up a project yet. Tunisian. Missed the rest, sorry. Yes, I think you're going to be able to learn a lot from this, and that always makes me happy when we can learn something that can also apply to something else. And shaping is something that is a huge thing to learn, especially when making garments and other shaped pieces, even ponchos or vests, all sorts of things. So I think it's going to be really a great learning tool. Anyway, I'm almost done with mine, and I started my straight rounds here. So I worked increases up to here, and I just kept, putting it up to me and figuring out it's definitely the right width now for my bra strap. So if I go 1 more inch in the pattern, which means I think 1 more of the 2 row repeat, I should be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll stop talking now and see if there's any questions about that. Thanks, Jan. I like this stitch too. Mar, the linen bag patterns are not on my website yet. They will be up there very soon. No, this is not a corner-to-corner, Thea. It is just a shell stitch that happens to have a little bit of post stitch. Let's show that up nice and close again. And I show you how to increase at the beginning and end of every other row for several rows, and then I show you how to work the pattern even for several rows. So depending on how wide you need the modesty cover for your bra straps, and depending on how deep, long you need it from the tip of your bra band to the height of your modesty, you can customize this for whatever size you need and whatever level of coverage you want. 3, 4, 5, 6. If anyone has any other questions about that, please let me know. Good morning, Laren from Ohio. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Carrie. I think you just bought the Kindle edition of one of my books. Wonderful, thank you. Hi, Villic. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, I'm glad you're here on time too. 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody wants to learn some men's sweaters. Okay. Menswear is on the list, just it's not something I'm currently working on. Kimberly wants to know about the eye serum. I'm really happy with the results of the eye serum. I've been using mine for several weeks now, and I definitely feel like this area of my face feels fresher, more rejuvenated, and although I still have wrinkles, I'm 45, I'm not going to lose my wrinkles. I do feel like they've diminished a little bit, but I also feel like the skin feels a little more firm. Really excited to hear what everybody else thinks about it. Sent out a bunch of free samples and full-size bottles of it this week, so really excited to get everyone else's feedback on the serum. So I made an eye serum with organic aloe vera gel and argan oil and a whole blend of essential oils that I feel are wonderful for anti-aging, their anti-aging properties for your eyes. And you can follow, you can go to my website and read a blog post all about the ingredients and all about why I use the ingredients that I chose. And then there's a link to order the serum from there as well. Good morning, Aim. Hi, Melissa. See, so here's another option too. I haven't decided if I'm going, there's a 2-row repeat for this, and I haven't decided if row 1 scallops are prettier or if row 2 solid stitches are prettier for the edging at the top. So that's the row 1 scallops, and I'll show you what row 2 looks like at the end of this row. Somebody's from Armenia. Thanks for joining from Armenia this morning. Thank you, Deb. I'm glad you're excited. Makes me happy when people are excited to learn my projects or my ideas. So thanks for letting me know. Thank you, Grace. Okay, I also, no, I did not make him a birthday dinner, Jenny. Funny you should ask that. I have a tradition of going out to a special restaurant, a fancy restaurant on birthdays. I like to cook at home throughout the year, and I like to save fancy restaurants for special birthday dinners. I think it's really fun to save it. We don't go out willy-nilly all the time. We save it for a fancy restaurant with a white linen tablecloth and good waiters or waitresses in service, and we do it once a year on his birthday and once a year on my birthday, and then we eat at home most of the rest of the year. It's a tradition that I learned when I was a kid. I think it was more because you didn't take kids to restaurants back then. But it was such a big deal to me to get dressed up and do something fancy just that once or twice a year. Well, once a year per person, so there's 2 of us. That it keeps it special to me, and it kept it special to me. And so to this day, I don't want to desensitize that type of thing. So I feel like it's so easy to just go out, when people go out all the time, you lose the special effect of it. So we ended up going to a chop house type of a restaurant. I think Marlon had short rib stroganoff with a truffle foam that he thought was kind of weird. First time seeing foam on a plate. And I had wild salmon with a cauliflower mash and pickled watermelon radishes, which were really good. And it was really lovely. And then chocolate cake, of course, so that we could sing to him and he could make a wish and blow out his candle. No, this is not the stitch pattern for the Key West shawl, but I see how you could think that. This one is a little more solid. The Key West crochet shawl stitch pattern has a little more open work to it. This is more of a solid pattern, I believe, but similar. So it'll be back to cooking again tonight, and not sure what I'm making yet. Some sort of fish. I'm probably doing caprese salad because I got a really good deal on fresh mozzarella at Costco last month. It was like buy one, get one free, something crazy. So it's one of those, it's actually a cheese you can keep in the freezer. And I don't eat it, but Marlon does. And so if I freeze it, it'll last longer, and I got such a good deal that it was worth it. Okay, almost done with this row, and then I can show you the difference for the edge. Oh, Lily must have had a special birthday yesterday too. Happy birthday to you or your loved one. Not sure which one I missed. DJ, I love cheese of all kinds too, but I'm eating dairy free right now. So I try to skip the dairy cheese. I'm really getting used to dairy alternative cheeses, so I'm okay there, but so when I make certain things, they're just for Marlon. Okay, so here's row 2 of the pattern now, and it's not as scalloped as row 1, but I kind of like it for the top edge. Yana was born September of 72. I'm in 1972 also, but November. Yes, Annie, I love Indian food. Thank you, Yana. Oh, Lily's having a 3rd birthday of her son. Wonderful. Thank you, Jenny. I love my probiotic non-dairy cheese that I make. I'm so glad you love it too. It's a free pattern, a free recipe on my website. I have a vegan Parmesan cheese that I make and love too. KB68, good, wonderful. So here's the row 2 of the pattern, and I kind of like that. It's still scalloped, but less scalloped, which I think might be prettier for this particular project. And I'm thinking I could even go one more repeat. Well, we're getting there, we're getting there. So that's something to think about. I did a review of some really value-priced knitting needles on my website last week. Both of these sets I talked about. And I'm getting ready to review a Tunisian set of crochet hooks that I also found on Amazon. So I'll be doing a review of these this week. I really like the way they feel. They've got a really nice polish to them here, very smooth. And so I'll be reviewing these either later this week or beginning of next week. But I'll let you know what I think about them. Yes, they're from Amazon. I just want to make sure that I review them first and make sure that I believe that they're good before I tell anybody else to go and buy them. If someone's going to make the mistake, let it be me. I would like to try them first, really put them through the ringer and see how they work so that I can give you a detailed review of whether or not it's worth spending your money on. So just give me a couple of days to give it a go, and I will let you know if I think they're worth it. Hazel has them and likes them. Wonderful. Good. I'm not sure about the cords, but I do need to give them a go, and I'll be trying that later today or tomorrow. Christy is talking about cheese is making her hungry. Yeah, the probiotic vegan cream cheese I make with cashews, and I gotta tell you, it helps my cheese craving so much. The Parmesan cheese is good too, but it's the cream cheese flavor and tang that really helps me with my cheese cravings. And I've been dairy-free now for close to 4 months. And I have to say, I think it's because I'm getting my dairy fix with the cream cheese alternative that I love. Okay, Thea has plenty of knitting needles. Good, that's wonderful. If you have plenty, then you don't need to do anything more. No reason to have too much, right? Yes, it is good on everything. That's right, Jenny. Curly, yes, Yana, you can, curly cords, you can steam them. Yvette, I have not tried vegan nacho cheese yet, but I do buy a vegan cheddar cheese at Publix that melts really well. No, Ruthie, you can't taste the cashews. It's amazing. It's actually mind-boggling that it works. So I wanted to talk to you all a little bit more about what we started talking about yesterday with the consulting videos. And I wanted to also ask, so yesterday I brought up the idea that I have of starting a once-a-week video series where once a week I will feature a person that has asked for a one-on-one consulting, and we did a Skype call and we record the conversation. And so whatever that person has asked most likely is a question that other people have as well. And so I'm going to open it up to any type of question, whether it's a question on personal style or a question on how to style your knit and crochet items that you have, a question on how to choose yarn colors that go together, or a question on holding your yarn or holding your crochet hooks, because it's going to be a video call, so there will be the ability to have technical questions there as well. Or it could be about starting a side hustle or starting a business online. I'm going to open it up to the whole thing and see what type of questions anybody has, because if there's something that I can share from my experience, I think it would be fabulous to be able to share with others. Now, having said that, I have a feeling that some people are going to be happy and fine with being on camera and some people are not. So I wanted to post that out here. Yeah, gauge swatches, how to measure them, what to do when they turn out and when they don't turn out, how to measure them, and how to photograph. Yes, I mean, anything that you think I have knowledge in that you would like information on, I'm going to open it up to that. If it ends up being a question I can't answer, then we won't do it, you know, but I think it sounds like a great idea to not only help people one-on-one, but also to help people who probably have the same questions anyway. And my question now to you is, well, first of all, if you already have your question and you want to get in line to do the show, please email me at projectkristincares@gmail.com and let's get your consulting session scheduled. But what I wanted to pose for our brainstorming session here this morning is, if people are or are not comfortable being on camera, would it be okay to share someone's question without seeing them? Leah, if you have a question already, please feel welcome to email me. I'd like to get your call scheduled. Let's get it going, right? Also need to come up with a name for the show. I haven't finalized a name yet, so I like the idea of doing some sort of alliteration. So Wednesday in Wisdom seems kind of cute, but I'm not sure if I really love it yet. And whatever day it ends up being, it'll always be that day and time, like a TV show. So if it's Wednesdays at 3 or Tuesdays at 2, I mean, something, whatever it is, it will be set in time, and I will have it scheduled and it'll post on those times. It won't be live, it will be recorded, but it should have lots of great information in it. So my question is about people. Yes, it'll be here on YouTube. It'll be a set schedule though, and once a week. Good morning, Charlene from Philadelphia. So my question is how comfortable people are doing this on camera, and is there going to be an issue with people not wanting to do it on camera? So I guess that's something we could play with on a case-by-case study, but people that want to ask business questions and have a side hustle already, I just want you to know we're going to be linking to your stuff too. So please remember that this can be a platform to help give your side hustle or small business more exposure too, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, or questions about social media or scheduling or whatever. So those are my extra thoughts on it. So I just want to see, and it's open to international. We can do, I can do Skype calls with anybody in the entire world. So this is open to everybody all over the world as well. KB's being a rock star this morning. You've been kept on your toes this morning, it looks like. Absolutely, that's the only way to go, Carrie. Hi, Raina. Okay, so I will sit and wait a second here to see if I get any more feedback on the things that I've mentioned. Beatrice would like to know how books get put together. All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, let's just get it started. So if you have ideas that you think, if you have questions from any aspect of what you think that I know, if it's something that I don't actually know, I'll tell you. But if it's something that's fine, Pam. I think it might be okay if on certain weeks we say it's an anonymous question. Is anybody okay with that? DJ, it's okay. I mean, honestly, if someone wants tips for getting better at getting more comfortable in front of the camera, there's a question too, you know? So let's just get it started. I think for the moment, sending me an email at projectkristincares@gmail.com is a good idea. It might end up being something that I start an open Google Doc so that everybody can add to, but at the moment I think keeping it all in-house and just sending me your questions. And so send me your question, let me know camera shy, not camera shy, and let me know your availability for the phone call and we can set something up. Oh, and you'll need to have Skype. That's the only other part, is that I'm going to do this through Skype. I have the ability to record split screen phone calls in Skype, so I think it'll be really fabulous for everyone else to learn from our calls. Because you not only get the question and the answer, you get that whole brainstorming and really great vibe of people talking something out together. So I think there's so many ways that you can learn from that. Yes, Skype is a free app that you can download, Jenny. It's available on computers and on phones. I'll be using it on my computer because I'm going to do this from my studio. So I will set up a call on my computer's Skype and use the webcam right on my computer, and I'll sit in the middle of my studio so that depending on what type of question it is, I could have the ability to pick something up and show you about it. Sherry has it on her computer. Good. Nanette likes the idea. Good. Beatrice, the ladies at Tuesday Night Knitting do not feel comfortable being on camera, and I am respecting their privacy, and so that one is not going to be done live. And it's got such a great energy the way it is now that I fear that if I were to change some aspect of it, we would lose the amazing positive vibes that we have there. So that one is not going to be on camera. That's okay. Yeah, it's a great thought, great suggestion, but just to explain to you not only yes or no, but also why I like to do that. Yeah, it's good the way it is, so I'm not going to mess with it. Now, when I do retreats, that would be a different story. I think it would be fun to show some sneak peeks. Yes, Thea, I've already had Yarn on the Beach people come to knitting night. It was great. The woman that came down was from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. She joins us here in the mornings, and I invited her to come down. And she was actually staying not very far from where we do the Knitting and Crochet Club, and she came and joined for the whole evening, and she had a wonderful time, and we had a great time meeting her. So yes, anytime anybody's in this area, please feel welcome to come to the Knitting and Crochet Club on Tuesday nights at the Panera Bread in North Naples. And when you're close to coming, if you can't find it through Meetup, just send me an email and I can let you know where it is. Easy to find. Yep, working on retreat. I haven't had my lunch date with Catherine yet, but hopefully that will happen soon. Looks like we're out of time. Okay, so please feel welcome to start emailing me about the consulting video series. Would love to get that off the ground. Still have to come up with the name, but we're close. Be so curious. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. We didn't even talk about this view yet today. Oh my gosh. Great colors today, though, even though it's overcast. Okay, let's take this last minute here and look out at this beautiful view, listen to the sound of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Oh man, I could listen to that all day, but I can't. I gotta get to work. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. So glad to be back at the beach. If you enjoy Yarn on the Beach podcast, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and click that bell so you can get notified to join me live. We're here live at sunrise at the beach to talk about crafting and anything else at sunrise, around 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.